Welcome everybody to Tryout session number 5 for AIRL Season 5. We're joined with Yummy up in the booth. He'll join us in just a moment. We're here at Darlington for our last 2 races of the week. And Darlington, always a fun one. The track kind of hard to tame though, as qualifying goes underway. Or we're not at Talladega. And just everything getting all set up here. We'll get Yummy up in the booth. So Jinty already got his lap. Nick doing his.
Just starting hands, yep.
Oh, I gotta swap over stuff.
Jinty with a 27.2. Mitch goes 27.7. Original second. I'm sure we'll see him continue to drop down the board.
Yummy, are you far away
from
the mic?
5 tenths off. I am just a little bit.
Okay. Up next. Oh, Beat is.
There. Is that
right,
better?
Yeah, that is better.
Okay. Yeah. Mitch 5 tenths off of Jinty. Wouldn't be surprised to see him continue to drop down the board. Beat going around. Very interesting car.
Yeah, I've not, don't remember seeing that one.
Across the line. Originally second on 27.3. TCT now, starting his lap.
Looks like I think Krieger will be up next. Oh, my ult was already in the game. TCT's been strong through these last tryout sessions. He's gonna go straight to the top.
Krieger starts his lap.
A little bit of a controversial race for Krieger at Auto Club. Oh, what? Interesting. I don't know why one of the alts has audio, but not 2. Pretty solid lap looking for Krieger.
Across the line. Middle of the board, 27.3. Just a little faster than Bede.
Dark up next. He's been kind of struggling these tryout sessions to find speed. Has not been doing too bad on qualifying pace, but it's just on those long runs he's been struggling to find that speed.
Oh, well, just as you say, his qualifying lap here is going to be over before it even begins. Wall taps out of 2.
Still going on the racetrack. He's going to cross the line, but that time, well, it was not that fast. It'll be tied with Bede. But not sure if that'll count.
Saturn now begins their lap. Showed some good promise at Auto Club towards the end there. Gotten it close there out of turn 2.
Oh, Alpha's flying around.
Out of 4 again, cuts it close across the line. Middle of the pack. Just behind Krieger, just in front of Bede. Gonna sit in at 4th. As Ballin now crosses the line to start his falling lap.
On very, very strong run at Road America. Led the pack by over 10 seconds at the end. I mean, you would have been less than 10 if B didn't wreck out and then retire. So far, I mean, he already has his D1 license, just looking out maybe to get more experience.
Cross the line.
Died again for that same spot with the bead.
Yeah. So it's
feel
gonna
like I've
slot
seen
in
him
behind
before.
him. I think this is the Ronin guy. Attempting to try out. Getting into AIRL. Hasn't been putting in too great of performances throughout tryouts yet, but maybe today is the day for him. Slow through 3 and 4, maybe not.
I don't even see them on the player list. Oh, there they are.
And finishes nearly a second back
Ooh.
off pace.
Oh.
As Goose now coming out of 4 to start his lap.
An interesting pit strategy last race from Goose at Chicagoland. Being the only car to come down pit road. Ended up going 2 laps down by not using the merge cone. Looking maybe for a little bit of a redemption here at Darlington.
Cross the line. What was their username?
What? Gooses?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It's Raining Poop
Yeah.
77.
Yeah.
Great username.
Near the bottom of the board.
27.483.
As
This
other
guy.
Nick.
Yep, Nick. Nitch and Nick. We'll do that.
Yep. Interesting car there. Ooh, brushes the wall out of 2.
Ooh, up and
really
gets into
hits
it, but
in 4.
it's going to be a slow lap, though, towards the bottom. 27.596. Still going around, but I think that'll do it for qualifying. Oh. A lot of people complaining about lag. Or at least the same kind of guys complaining about lag.
Oh, well, I'm not experiencing too much of it. It is a beautiful track, though. A lot of decor. I've got to say, I'm a big fan of the decorated track.
Yeah, we saw this in the AIRL season. Oh, I think Alpha broke. But yeah, I remember back when Darlington rolled around on that cut line day for season 4, we were all kind of impressed. And even with I think there's a scoring pylon that actually works here too. Okay, I need this guy to get out of the car. Oh my. One loud car. We'll just do that. Oh, who got it? Jinty? I'm about to... You know what? I'm about to smite all, I swear.
We're gonna have a ban all.
Oh, I'm not typing. Oops. But TCT, I'm gonna say oh my god, what is going on with my camera? Unsurprisingly, on pole. So I'm actually pretty excited to see Darlington, a track where I feel like we're gonna see a lot of people struggle with the wall. We saw a lot of that through these tryout sessions, just people understanding the wall. And, you know, we saw that in season 4, and I feel like we're going to see it tonight. With a lot of people up and into the wall. It's a very easy track to get into the wall.
I mean, it is Darlington. People aren't getting into the walls. Are we really racing at Darlington?
That's true. We'll have to see if people can kind of manage it, though. That is the important part. Does Alpha have an auto kill script finally?
Looks
It
like it.
does. Oh my god. We're learning. I don't even think Coma is here.
Shame. Oh dear.
Oh, that's great.
Oh.
Not at Talladega. So we'll
Well,
get
hopefully
everyone
all
lined up.
goes well. There he is. Speak of the devil and he shall arise.
Oh, Coma, yep. I wonder if he was going to be in a car or if he wants to officiate.
Let's hope he's officiating.
That officiating team needs all the help it can get. So I believe it'll be 40 laps here at Darlington. Last time I checked. That's what all the intermediates have been so far. See, what else is on the schedule? I don't even remember. It's all on the schedule. There we go. So Miami up next. See if the little question mark was intended. It's 8:30. We started a little bit late. That was good, and you know what? That was a good thing that we started 30 minutes late. But we'll be at Miami after this. I believe it'll be 40 laps for each track. As the mess of idling engines goes on the back straightaway. Yeah, you should open up the chat. Yeah.
Good sized field though here tonight.
What?
Continuing the trend throughout tryouts.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna go off and start pacing. Yes? No? Oh? Maybe? No. Ooh, Ginty wants to. There they go. TCT and Ginty on the front row. Krieger and Saturn picking up row number 2. Bede and Ballin, row 4. Goose and Niche, row 5. I can't see beyond that. So 40 laps. Very excited to watch this one unfold. What's this? Oh. I mean, who's your pick to win this tryout race? I mean, it's not about winning, it's about making sure you're clean and consistent, but who's your pick to win?
My pick to win. Oh, that is hard to say. I wasn't there during practice, couldn't see who was looking good, but my hopes are for TCT to get a win here.
Also, well, you know what? Just because you chose TCT, I'm gonna go with Saturn as my pick to win. One at Auto Club. We'll have to see if that can convert to here at Darlington. Get to that one restart line, and here we go.
Definitely a healthy amount of jumping from the entire field there.
Oh yeah, but good restart or good start for TCT and Krieger. They're able to break away.
Ginty already up in the wall through reinforcing with Ballin. Looks a little bit of issues in the back. His bead looks to the inside of Ginty. He's going to get past him. Ginty's still struggling with that wall.
Not too surprised. It's early. You gotta put yourself into a mode when you're in a race. You gotta get set into there. Not too surprised to see a couple of mistakes here on lap 1. The front 4, 5 kind of spread out.
Having some issues back there, dropping back now behind Ginty. Looked like he was going to get swallowed up by Dark as well.
Good pass by Saturn, but Bede's going to get the switchback. Be side by side. Ooh. Very much side by side.
Bede hugging that bottom. Looks like it's going to work out for him. Ginty up in the wall again through 1 and 2.
That time really kind of maybe had a part in it because he kind of pushed up Ballin. He tried to go 3 wide. This time's going to get into Dark.
Pushing up Saturn. Going to give Bede a little bit of a helping hand into the wall there. He's going to be giving the position back to Bede though. Love to see it. That was not sarcasm. Oh, everybody into the wall there.
Oh man, yeah, every single person into the wall out of turn 2. So Ballin and Goose, a little bit of contact there. I believe those two had a little bit of a history in the past.
Oh, as Bede really sends it down in there, trying to get Krieger's quarter panel. Just misses him though.
He'd been pretty aggressive recently. He was pretty aggressive at Road America, trying to keep that lead. Unfortunately, I mean, had to give it up to Ballin. Kind of aggressive here. Gonna try to take second place from Krieger. Alpha reminding everybody to keep it off the wall. They've been kind of struggling.
Big fight for fourth.
Oh, yeah,
Ginty sends it deep on Goose and pretty much the entire little pack that they've got going on there. Goose really trying to fight for that position though.
Saturn kind of joining these front 4 as they break away from the field. Take a close look at that dive by Ginty. Going into turn 1. Just a huge dive going all the way down to that dotted line. Kind of made it work. Still drifted up to the high lane, but better than wrecking the whole field.
It looks like TCT's gap is starting to whittle down. Didn't have much of one to begin with, but well, just as I say that.
Hey, Krieger jumping out of line. Gonna be battling with Bede, and Bede's gonna get into the wall. Saturn maybe trying to look 3 wide. Didn't get it. Maybe for the best to not go 3 wide.
Bede looking for a run, but he doesn't have it. He might have it mid-corner though. Coming out of 2.
I think it's all about that exit speed though. I try to get that exit speed, not entry run or mid-corner run. Bede's gonna tap the wall there through turn 3.
Won't be enough though. This single file burst through 4th.
Bede, a little bit of a run, maybe trying to get to the back bumper, give Krieger a tap. Kind of terrorizing Krieger in that second spot, not giving him any breathing room. Saturn looking on the inside. Not sure if that's gonna have a big run on the exit of the corner. No, and see how much outside run you get from here. Making a big dive here.
44 with a penalty.
Niche. Wall tapping.
Or not
Oh,
penalty,
Jinx.
but warning.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh. 3 wide now for second. Saturn
wow.
finally trying to get in there. Down the front stretch.
Still going to be side by side with Bede.
Yeah. I'm TCT, I'm loving what I'm seeing behind me as Ginty giving Ballin a bit of feedback there, it looks like, coming out of 2.
That's the battle for 5th place back there. He's going to get told to give up time.
Being told to give up time. They settled down a little bit in the back there for now.
Oh, Dark almost going 3 wide.
Yeah. Bede's making a move on Ginty as Bede's trying to make a move on Krieger. Up there for second. Krieger backs out of it mid-corner. Is going to filter in behind Bede. Bede now moving up into second. Krieger going to give Bede a bit of a bump here in 3 and 4.
Gets him into the wall. Oh.
Can't imagine Bede's going to be too happy with Krieger.
I mean, you still have the outside lane.
Yeah, it gets past him cleanly and gets just shoved out of the way. Oh.
The wall as they go 3 wide. Oh, Krieger almost squishing it. Bede's going to go around on the outside, but into the wall. Might get told to drop back a little bit as Saturn's going to try to work the inside once again. Really trying to get that inside line to work.
Bede putting in a complaint to the officials about Krieger there in that move.
Oh, that's not... Looks like Coma's trying to get some clarification on who's in what car. Is Saturn and Krieger side by side. This time Saturn on the outside might actually have a chance to get around. But that pack is starting to catch up a little bit. Ballin's leading the pack, and they're starting to catch up a little bit.
Yeah, now they've stopped trying to go 3 wide every lap. Slowly starting to reel the front group in. Especially with Krieger continuing to battle everybody around him.
So now Saturn's going to look to the inside. Couldn't get it done on the outside. Just trying to find a lane that works. Something interesting to think about is the tire run. I think the reason you saw a little bit of an upset at Chicagoland was because if you just kind of laid back for most of the race, you had more tires at the end. And, you know, 40 laps is about a full tire run at these intermediate tracks. So I wonder if you maybe want to save here at these first maybe 30 laps and then start pushing at the last 10, or it's kind of a lost cause and you just should push all the time. I'm sure that's not something I'm sure that's not what they're thinking about, though. Speed up and into the wall again there in turn 3. Front group kind of starts to merge with the second group. 3 cars kind of off the pace. Well, 2 cars kind of off the pace. 6 and 12 seconds behind.
Single file now for most of the field. field now.
Yeah, I think all the field is 2x2. Or
So
it's not
Dark
2x2, single
trying
file.
to look for a defensive shake on the 42. 42 trying to get around to the outside. Gonna have to run, but gets into that wall and feels the momentum.
Something happened with Saturn and Krieger. Well, that Saturn was pretty low. Oh, and Krieger's gonna hit a wall pop. Able to save it though. It's a lucky save. Actually gives him a lot of speed going into turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, it does. Doesn't have the momentum though to make it work through the front stretch. Seeing that a lot. A lot of these guys are getting good runs through the middle of the corners, but when you get to the exit, there's just nothing you can do with it.
Ooh, what in the world?
Big wall pop with Krieger and Bede. Bede and Saturn are going to fall way back. Ballin's going to get caught up with them. Krieger gets a comfortable second for a lap or two.
Here comes Ballin.
Warning for
Bede. Interesting.
Bede.
Why would Bede get that?
I don't know.
Yeah, that seemed like it was kind of more on Krieger going to the outside and getting into the wall pop. Maybe Bede came up into Krieger. There was room.
Maybe, but Ballin's going to be looking for the move here on the front stretch, side by side with Bede going into 1 and 2.
Whoa. Saturn actually going to try to take advantage. God, a weird little incident there on the back straightaway.
Ballin makes the move. Bede was trying to look for a shake against the defense Saturn, but Saturn got there too quickly. Bede's just continuing to drop further and further back.
No one able to catch up to TCT though. He's been just watching this all in his rearview mirror. Not been really pulling away though. That's the key thing. Krieger's been able to stay. Krieger and Bede have been able to stay about 3/10 behind, even with the battling. So maybe we might start to see Krieger make a charge to the front. Gained about a 10th there.
Saturn looking for a move against Bede, but he's not going to be able to find it.
Bede trying to move. He's going to get a bump. 3 wide for a moment.
Nearly 3 wide.
But that little bump not enough to really help out Bede.
I was saying Bede and Saturn really struggling to pass out of these corners. Whatever they're doing, it's just not working. They're getting a lot of speed mid-corner, but just nothing on the exits. Krieger seems to be slowly reeling in PCT, but I don't know if it will be enough.
Something I'm surprised about has been how caution-free the last 3 tryout races have been. Probably gonna jinx it, but you know, impossible to get a caution at a road course. And then Chicagoland really without many incidents. Kind of looking about the same here. A little bit of an incident there with the wall pop from Krieger and Bede, but that's about it in terms of incidents. Looks like Ballin maybe trying to make a move on Krieger. He's going to be looking very down low there.
Super low.
Krieger kind of diving up
modify
high.
his line a lot. Yeah.
Saturn and Bede
Nearly
side
got
by
a
side.
TCT.
Yeah, they're just not getting the run out of the corner. Interesting to see. Usually we see big runs out of the corners, the intermediates, and we saw it a lot at Darlington last time around, but not seeing it here.
Ginty in the 9 car is going to get a warning for a wall.
Yeah, just kind of struggling with that wall still. We've been going around 30 laps. That's when officials were like, you should probably learn to not tap the wall.
And here comes Krieger on TCT looking to the inside.
Is he going to be able to make it work?
TCT's going to be on the outside. Going to get a bit of a run for it. Going to keep the lap.
These two have caught together before. At Auto Club, they ran into an incident with each other.
TCT with a great run down the backstretch, giving Krieger a little bit of a tap side by side in the 3 and 4 as well.
Now, if you're balling, do you stay behind and watch, or do you try to take advantage of these two battling? Big push to Krieger. He's going to drop down low to maybe look to help TCT.
I think Ball's going to look to take advantage of this real soon.
Big push to TCT. That might give him back the lead. Whoa, big time block out of the corner. That's going to make him go 3 wide down the back straightaway. And now here comes Saturn, 4 wide.
4.
Can the run work for Saturn? It's going to be a little bit awkward out of the corner. Ballin's going to take the lap. TCT in second. Ooh, not quite clear for Ballin, though. TCT's there on the inside. Side by side, 5 laps to go here at Darlington.
Oh.
Someone got flung.
Yeah, there's some random join.
Oh, that's not good.
Caught him pretty quickly, though.
Thank goodness. Had problems
Krieger
with that
now
at
looking
Talladega.
to make the move on Saturn.
Gonna give a chance for Bede to maybe get something back, as Ballin was looking down to the inside there on the back straightaway. Didn't do anything.
Bede gives Krieger a bit of a bump. They're going to go 3 wide for third. Just for a moment, Saturn's going to keep it.
I have a big run. Krieger kind of looking for a switchback here. Is going to get a big run through the middle of the corner, but third place is the Saturn. TCT and Ballin dancing down the back straightaway. Krieger into the wall.
Hard into the wall.
Big black spike. Oh, Ginty!
And Ginty's going to come up with him.
Trying to take advantage and ends up, we'll get a position, but that's not really the cleanest way to do it. Whoa!
2 to go, and Ballin shoved Saturn.
Here comes Bede. Who's he going to start to help out here? A hold, Saturn up wide. Here comes Bede. Here comes Ginty.
Everybody's going wide.
1 lap to
round
go.
4.
TCT's up front.
This race is finalized.
Ballin and Saturn side by side. Bede right behind. TCT kind of liking this 2 wide action right behind. Able to just kind of drive away. Ballin blocking up top. Bede's gonna send it in. Oh, Ginty with a big send.
Ginty.
Not gonna cause any incident, but TCT will win. Ballin second. Bede able to just barely get third, or no, Saturn got third. Bede got 4th. Almost got third. And Ginty will be placed in 5th. But TCT, I think this is a 2nd or 3rd win for tryout sessions. He's been kind of robbed of a couple. TCT will win the first race of the 5th session. No cautions either.
Nope. Great race for TCT. Love to see it.
Really see any
Saturn
new faces
as well
up front.
with a good showing. Bit disappointed in Ballin though. Oh, as TCT goes up and over, lands upright though.
Take a look at the final corner. A little bit chaotic. I think a couple drivers kind of sensed it in. I wonder if maybe Ginty got a bump there from Krieger, and that's what caused it. No real position gain or lost on the last lap. Looks like there maybe was a problem making passes around here. It seemed like there was a big struggle with that. If better angle on it. I think Jinty maybe had a little bit of help on that last lap from Krieger.
It's very likely.
It's hard to see, but
Oh yeah, definitely.
TCT will win here at Darlington. See, up next is Miami, and that'll wrap up the tryout races for this week. Still got one more tryout session to go. Let's see. Don't quite remember where we are for those last two. If I can find it real quick. I went way too far. See, Texas and Charlotte, the last two for tryouts. Yeah, definitely a very nice infield here.
It is.
So it'll be about another 10-minute break and then 10 minutes of practice.
Here's so.
So we'll be right back. Again, Miami coming up next for the last tryout race of the week. Miami, always very competitive, and it was a great showing for the championship battle. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned for Homestead Miami being the last tryout race of the week. welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway for the last race of the tryout sessions this week. Qualifying underway, TCT and Ginty right now are the only ones. So TCT setting a time, Ginty set a time. So let's get right into qualifying. We'll get the time board up in a moment. Yummy here as well. Homestead was a good race last season in season 4. You were there, Yummy.
I was. It was a very competitive race. A lot of very close racing. Hopefully we'll see the same thing here today. However, looking at the setups, they're a little bit different. I fear we're going to see a bit more of a spread out race, but only time will tell.
I still think it's going to be... I know the top speeds are different. That's something that's been a little bit different with all the intermediates so far, is that the top speeds have been changed. We'll have to see if that's a good thing or... I mean, so far it's been... It's caused more calm racing throughout the tryout sessions. Speed is up next. You can see the 3 times so far. TCT, Krieger, and Ginty. So far, Ginty with the fastest time. TCT 10th off, and then Krieger almost a second off. Bead is the next one. Oh my god. Bead a 30.933. Original third. Starts their lap. Didn't see much in Darlington. They're real off pace, so good opportunity here at Homestead. I can't move. 30.996. 4th place. Falling up next. Now, would having prior experience be a good thing or a bad thing, Yummy? I mean, you already have the line that you remember kind of down, but would that be a hindrance? Or?
I feel like it would be a help, but I'm not sure.
Find out who's going when. Dark up next. Had a pretty good start here. His AIRL career started, or D1 career started here at Homestead. Got signed for 1 race with Avento's team. Definitely looking for a good good qualifying session here. Dark 30.9 right dab in the middle. It's Football Saints making another appearance. So far, very strong in all the tryout sessions.
Yeah. Whenever you get the chance. Nothing too close.
And a 30.863 for Football Saints. As Blaze making a start. Interesting. You know, I know we were gonna have Coma in, and he was gonna be the benchmark, but I guess Blaze is also joining in. Interestingly. 30.75. I guess that experience will get your pole. Race. All right, that's the race in the 77. Okay, that's the race. That's gonna be 30.983. Towards the bottom. Saturn up next into 3.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, there we go. Thought my audio broke there for a moment.
Who's up next? Goose up next as the board's starting to get pretty full here. Oh, not that computer. Goose, ooh, 31 flat towards the bottom. So Nick up next. One of 2 cars to qualify. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna make any assumptions, but I think Blaze will hold on the pole. Genty in second, Ballin then TCT as Nick
Near the bottom.
near the bottom, 31.046. Still going on the racetrack. To do something. Gotta make another lap. Toma, I believe the last one to qualify. And Coma top of the tied for pole, but will get first. That will wrap up qualifying. Coma will take pole. Blaze in second, Genty in third, Ballin in fourth. Pretty stacked prior D1 drivers in the field. They're gonna all take top 4. TCT also, I mean, he also raced this track last season. Football Saints the first one without any experience qualifying order. Well, take a short break, get everything all ready up, and we'll back for the race. There we go. Sorry. Welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway. My thing was muted probably for the best. We get ready. 40 laps here around Homestead Miami Speedway. Big field. Coma and Blaze getting put to the back for dubious reasons. Yummy in the booth. I would say I'm pretty excited for this one. Genty and Ballin on the front row. TCT, Football Saints in row 2, and on back even more. Drivers Dark, starting in row 3. Pace car pulls in. You get to the restart zone, and second race of the tryout session underway here at Homestead. Good start for Genty. Oh, well, it's going to be under review, but if it's legitimate, good start for TCT and Genty. Oh, no, Saturn upside down, and that will bring out our first caution in a long time. So that start will not really matter. Big leg spike already for the 3. Everyone comes across the line. And wrecks across into turn 1. We'll take a look at what happened. Our first caution in a real long while. That's not replay. There we go. Just coming out of the corner. Immediate dive to the left and big flip right. A big flip. I haven't seen a flip in a while, and that'll be our second flip of the tryouts and our second flip technically of the season. Who keeps leaving and joining the game? So already our first caution on lap 1. Pits will be open this time. Pit box is broken. Now already a lot of cars coming down pit lane, interestingly. Oh, but a lot of fake outs. So Ballin, it looks like Saturn will be the only 2 to come down pit lane. Everyone else will stay out on this first caution. At least Saturn froze, and that's what caused them to wreck out of turn number 2. And gets out of pit lane. Como already retired, thank God. On the back straightaway. Yeah. So, choose cone will be, if, I'm sure this is going to be a thing, whether or not we have, even if we did stay green, or did have a caution, excuse me, the last race, I'm sure this is what would have been, I think that was brought up. But if you hit the merge cone, that is a penalty, and you will get put to the rear. We saw a lot of it, and I mean, we saw a lot of it in AIRL, and it was all kind of just. It really was not a penalty. Genty to the inside. Will anyone hit the cone? No. No one will hit the cone. A new rule that will be put into place.
back.
Welcome back. Already having a caution. That's what you missed out on.
Oh, lovely.
There's a leg spike out of turn number 2. Well, cars are going to get re-racked, and to the restart zone, we're back underway. Start from Ginty again. TCT actually taking a big advantage. It's going to go right down to the inside, and he'll take the lead as they're 3 wide for 4th place. We're now for 3rd place with football. Dark and 4 wide with Blaze. Blaze going on through. He wants to get to the front. Ginty and TCT side by side. TCT getting the lap as everyone consolidates down, heading into turn number 1. Feed up and into the wall. Krieger 3 wide with Goose and Dark. Ginty and TCT all over the racetrack. TCT getting a bump into turn 1. Big stack up, 3 deep. They make it work.
Really trying to push his way through the field here.
Blaze all the way on the bottom. Drifts up just a little bit, able to keep it.
Ooh, 41 hit a wall pop.
Well, that'll drop them pretty far back.
There.
TCT all the way up near that wall through 3 and 4. It has a huge run, and Blaze having the swerve all over the place to block it. Everybody's swerving. Blaze onto the apron into turn 1's gonna get a big bump here from Bede. It's gonna move Blaze out of the way.
Big group of cars here. It's gonna give Ginty perfect time to pull away.
TCT dropping back, has to find a lane. None of it working out for him.
Blazing coming down. 4 wide.
Almost
Just
went
for a
5.
Yeah.
Krieger this time, he's going to be up towards the wall. Football and not Barry, Bede. Working on the high side. Goose having a run down the corner. Gonna have to drop back though. So far been pretty chaotic. Just in this first quarter of the race. Still 3 wide back there. Dark, getting caught up, and oh boy. Blaze is gonna have an interesting entry into turn 1. Has to drop back all the way to the rear of this front pack. Not too surprised to see a lot of aggression early on. But Ginty, Bede, football football looking to the outside, but gets back in line. Krieger, Dark. All pretty much single file. Dark looking down to the inside. Try to hold on to 4th. TCT battling for 5th. Grace in the 77. Goose battle behind. Ooh, Dark went real wide. Maybe had some help from TCT as they almost go 4 wide in the corner right behind. Falling all the way down low. Get back in line. Saturn maybe had a wall pop earlier as well. That's what dropped him so far back. TCT leads the main pack as the front 4 try to break away. Ginty holding about a 3/10 gap. Football trying to battle there for 3rd. Dark right behind. Ooh, a lot of contact back there. Race starts to calm down. Falling all the way almost towards the apron on the back straightaway. guess Coleman decided to retire and then be an official.
If only
Airpex.
Blaze had done the same.
Right. Well, Blaze isn't an official. I don't know if I trust him with that, but.
Well, yeah, but still don't think A-class drivers should be racing these tryouts.
I mean, it was stated before that A-class drivers can't race in tryouts, but. Oh, Ginty real hard into the wall on the exit of the 4. Might get a warning for that. Pretty wide. TCG trying to get to the quarter panel, glitches through Goose's car. Well, Saint still sitting back in third. Almost tried to make a move a couple laps ago. Is Goose now looking on the inside for third? TCT all the way down on the bottom, getting help from Blaze. 3 wide. Oh, looked like 3 wide. Oh, Goose. Real risky. Didn't have the room to go up. Did the last second decision to dive down low. Almost got caught up with Dark.
Ooh. So instead of back in the 2 really got into Dark.
Goose all the way down low on the apron as they go 3 wide through turn 4. Not going to be any run, though, on that inside line for Goose. Off to drop back behind. Dark is going to start to fill in the spot. Oh, as they collide together. Awkward entry. Goose will get the warning for that.
35.
Front 3 single file, then 2x2 behind them. Goose making another charge. I think I had a little bit of help from Blaze as they're all over the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. Krieger will park it.
Unfortunate for him. Looking good. At least during the main race. Qualifying, maybe not so much.
Yeah, right. 3 wide for third. Blaze all the way on the bottom, Goose in the middle. Football up top. Who is in pit lane? Someone's in pit lane. I heard pit lane go off. Am I just hallucinating? Oh, that was probably Krieger. Yeah, that was probably Krieger. I thought we were gonna have another Goose moment where someone came in pit road for no reason at all. Ooh, Bede real close up to that wall. Is gonna have a big run out of turn 4. Just trying to stop some of that momentum. Same with football having a big run out of turn 4.
Getting a bit of the elbows out.
He was coming down a little bit early.
Yeah. Gotta wait till the car ahead is moved in front of you before you turn.
Football went a little bit low early as well. Almost caused a little incident there. Front 4 will go single file. Blaze will settle into third. See for how long. He's currently only battling. Whoa! Football all over the racetrack. Never mind. Competition for Blaze is. Oh, big tap there. As they're 4 wide behind. Ooh.
Oh my god. And so Goose backs out of it. Sends it into 1.
Racing pretty hard out there.
They really are.
Battling for third place. Gonna have to drop in front of TCT. Oh, kind of squishes TCT into not Blaze, into Ballin. As Saturn has caught up to the front of the field. His way about 4 or 5 seconds back, and now up to the guys up here towards the lead.
Yeah, Saturn dealing with flag early half of this race. Looks like it's finally gotten back under control for him. Starting to get good fuel.
We'll see if keep gaining positions. It's been pretty fierce up front. Football still battling hard for third place. Will beat hard into the wall out of 2. Blaze really testing those limits. TCT there came up right in front of him, very aggressive. That 28 car. More cars in the wall. Oh, slamming. Finally starting to drop back. And Blaze go by. TCT battling with speed. Or no one able to catch up to Genty.
Yeah, some pretty impressive work been put in by Genty here. Managing to keep it up out front. Speed's just gonna push TCT out of the way. That looked like a pretty big sin for Brian. TCT gets back up, though, on the front stretch.
Once you start losing positions, you start to panic a little bit. Speed dropping even more here. 3 wide with Ballin and Dark. Out of turn 2, they go single file down the back straightaway. And Genty is going to get a warning for wall tap. I don't think he's the worst defender, but look at a warning, a verbal warning.
Oh, and TCT, what I could only presume to be an issue with lag. All right, to the 1 or 2 loses a fair amount of time.
Genty can keep first for 13 more laps and not get a penalty. Ooh, he was kind of into the wall there, out of turn 4. But if down to 41, getting a wall tapping warning, even being let's see, 5 seconds back. If Genty can keep it up for 12 more laps, I think that is a D1 license almost guaranteed. And Genty's been really wanting that license.
Oh, but back corner 3 and 4 is going to be a great chance to catch up. As, ooh, big incident in the back there with Goose. And Ballin.
And Goose is going to get a penalty.
For the 35. Finally getting up to Genty. Tried to get on his quarter panel on the floor. Couldn't quite make it.
Now, if you're Blaze, are you going to try to battle with Genty and risk Genty losing almost that guaranteed license? And if you're Genty, are you just going to let Blaze on by and maybe not try to battle? Or are you going to battle him and try to get that? Oh, looks like he's going to battle.
Yeah, I think you got your answer pretty quickly there. But I don't think Blaze cares too much on who gets what. He's just here to race.
I mean, be nice to your team owner at least, right? I mean, sure, you don't want to be on his team, but...
Well, I mean, he's the one that agreed to the 2-season contract.
That's true. See, into the wall out of 2. So it looks like Blaze will once again start to pull away. Not sure what the real point is in showing up though, and then just pulling away, but Blaze wanted to join in. He'll hold on to second, football into third. Bede kind of holding off everybody in the pack. Got Ballin and TCT right behind.
Ginty sends it into 3 and 4. Moves Blazing out of the way. He's going to retake first. Manages to get the block out of 4.
I think someone wants to win this race. Blaze might repay the favor.
Somebody wants to win this race.
Blaze staying off the bumper. Stay right behind, going down the back straightaway. What's going to happen, though, into 3 and 4? Blaze looking for the switchback.
He's going to dive it deep.
Yeah, but can't hold the bottom, so Blaze will take it right back. But will Ginty get that high line run?
He will.
Not quite clear.
Disadvantage into 1. Side by side. Dead heat down the backstretch. Into 3 and 4. Ginty really keeping Blazing low.
Big slaps at 5. Yeah, 5 laps to go this time by. Neither one of these guys really want to give it up.
They're going to fight to the bitter end. Even if that means giving football great chance at winning this race.
Might see an Auto Club moment happen once again. Won't be as severe. Most of the pack is about a second back. And I don't know, football is still right in that spot, though. Ginty's going to clear.
Clear him.
Boy, 4 laps to go. Looking to have an entertaining battle right to the finish. This time Blaze diving down low. Ginty holding up top. Oh no, TCT! Around he goes, and a caution will come out. Oh.
The worst possible moment. And that'll likely be overtime.
Blaze will get the... Oh no, Ginty's gonna get the race back with the run on the outside. But, oh, what happened?
That is a great question.
It's going down the back straightaway. Oh, TCT hits a wall pop.
Hit the wall.
Out of turn 2. And then dives right in front of Bede. And then collects Saturn as well.
Just unfortunate luck there for the 50 car.
And that's going to ruin, well, potentially ruin that whole...
What was a great battle.
Yeah, great battle and maybe strategy. As you know, 3 laps to go, going to overtime. Tires are pretty worn out.
I'd expect to see everybody come down and... Well, we've got a few people trying their luck. Saturn, the 77, and the 41.
An interesting... Oh, that's an interesting call from a couple of those drivers. Might cause a little bit more chaos than need.
And it's a big gamble for the 3 cars that stayed out. I mean, Saturn's got a good chance. He's had some good pace throughout these tryouts, but being on such old tires compared to the rest of the field with not that many laps left, I mean, test of your own skill, really.
Right. 2 short pits, 3 stay out. Saturn did have the, does have an advantage though, because he pit on, well, lap 2. So it's not a huge advantage. But, you know, a couple laps fresher tires, I guess. Got to look at the right spots.
Football Saints is going to be the first one out from the pitters.
I thought Ballin got it, but I guess no. Football Saints got it off pit road faster. Ginty, the first ones of everyone that took tire or full stop. Choose down the back straightaway. You weren't here for it, but the choose cone, if you run it over, that's a penalty, and you'll get put to the back. you hit the cone, so that's finally going to be a rule. Sure, it would have been a rule for the both tryout sessions today, but we haven't had a caution up until tonight. So as the cars roam out of turn number 2, they'll choose where they want to be.
Saturn taking the lower into
Oh,
77.
but 77, that's going to be a penalty. As cars pass the pace car here going down the back straightaway.
What is this? What in the world?
I don't think we're going green this time.
I don't even know what's going on. The 77 isn't dropping back. Oh, the 77 takes out Blaze.
Oh. So we'll have to delay the start. Into overtime. I almost have a feeling this race is kind of stolen from Ginty and Blaze, but we'll see if they can make it back to the front. They're both starting in row 3. Saturn, Football Saints on the front row, the 41 and the 34 in row 2. Oh, the two cars that did not pit on the inside. It'll be an interesting restart and an interesting overtime as the cars roll down the front straightaway into the restart zone. We're back underway for overtime here at Homestead, and I think maybe Ginty. I don't know. That one might be reviewed, and if it's going to be reviewed, it better be quick as Ginty getting an almost Kyle Busch restart. Oh, already some major contact. Ginty into the wall and 2. 3 wide for the lead.
Filters out very quick. Saturn, those other tires just not able to keep up. Bond's going to look to pass him as Football Saints. Looking to the inside of Saturn.
Oh, Saturn drifting up the racetrack. Yeah. Ginty down to the bottom of the racetrack. 1 lap to go. This race is finalized. Football Saints in the lead. Ginty in second. Will 2 tires finally be a worthwhile strategy? 3 wide behind TCT, trying to get by Ballin and Saturn. Saturn really dropping like a rock on those older tires. They just don't have the speed in them. 2 corners to go. Ginty going to be looking towards the bottom. Can Football Saints defend it? The touch. Will it be enough? Football's going to have to run. Football will have to run out of turn 4. They beat the bang. And it's going to be Football Saints who gets the win. Ginty not able to make the inside work.
Oh, Saturn's dead.
Goodness. Oh, everyone's dead. Oh.
But not a great strategy call from Saturn there. Just couldn't make it work on those.
It was worth the shot. It was worth the shot.
It was, but.
And that's part of learning here in the tryouts is learning what strategies work and what ones don't. Football, banking on a 2-tire strategy, which is, I think, never happened in AIRL. For once that finally worked out in someone's favor. Can't believe it, but Football Saints getting another win in the tryout sessions. Ginty, I think Ginty will be getting a license afterwards. I'd say that was a pretty dominant performance. I mean, that is according to what we've seen from tryouts. I mean, has he already gotten a license? I don't know if ones from the early tryout were announced.
I don't think they were.
No, they were not announced from the last tryout session, so we'll probably have a nice little list. I mean, it's a lot of returning drivers anyway here. I mean, we've had 5 tryout sessions. Everyone that were to get promoted has either been on a consideration list or has already been promoted. Oh, and no burnouts from Full Saints. So, Yummy's fifth tryout session. You were here for both of the races. What'd you think?
Pretty entertaining races overall. I mean, unfortunately, Darlington could have seen a little bit more action, but great racing here at Miami. No major fuckwittery tonight, which is always great to see. What you want to see. So, yeah, pretty impressed from the entire field. And a lot of people are going to put in a lot of good performance. So, looking forward to see who gets what in terms of license.
Right, and then still one more session. I don't know when that's going to be. It'll probably be next week. I don't know if it's going to be in the morning or if it's going to be at night, but that'll be Texas and Charlotte. So we'll have to see. So what?
What?
Wait, hold on. Are they saying that they demoted Goose, like in terms of licensing? Like they went like? Are they saying originally?
I don't know.
Did he like?
Oh, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it later. End stream. Show up next week, maybe. I don't know.